This year, a Christmas special of the series The Chosen appeared on the big screen. In theaters this week, the episode follows the birth of Christ through the eyes of Mary and Joseph. Jonathan Roumie joins us now from Paris to highlight the exciting episode and series that is helping to spread the good news. Jonathan, for our viewers who don't know The Chosen, tell us a little bit about the vision and goals for the series.
Well, The Chosen is the first multi-season TV series about the life of Christ. And the idea is that if we can see Jesus and meet Jesus through the eyes of those who knew him best, the disciples, his friends, and see how they were impacted by his life, then we too, as viewers, can also be impacted by Jesus' life.
It's this 3D version of the Gospels and Acts, right? A true biblical encounter for people who have actually dove into Scripture. You've spoken publicly about your Catholic faith, though, recounting your roots in the Greek Orthodox Church and then into the Catholic Church. Why are the sacraments so important to you?
I think that the sacraments are what bring us into literal and metaphorical communion with Jesus Christ himself. So for me, I feel an immense peace whenever I partake of the sacraments. And I think spiritually, it gets me closer and closer towards, this level of human perfection that we're always encouraged to attain by Jesus. It's a deeper spiritual meditation on Christ's life, Christ's being, who he is, what he did, what his sacrifice was. I think all of it's meant to get us closer to the beings that God created us to be.
Truly reflecting his Son within us. I'm sure there's so much beauty in playing such a divinely inspired role, but have you had spiritual challenges associated with that?
Yeah, I think there are always forms of spiritual attack whenever you devote yourself to serving God and serving Jesus and making Jesus' name, more known around the globe, especially with a project like this that is truly international. I mean, the Chosen app, which is the primary way to view the series, has been downloaded in every country on earth and is translated in over 50 languages and counting, and dubbed into at least, I think, about a dozen. And the goal is to, dub the show into like 25 of the most spoken languages on earth. So anytime you are taking on such a significant task and a mission, as it were, you're always going to be subject to, attacks from the enemy. But it's okay because we all know how the story ends.
That's right, and you're good for it too. It's interesting to see how there's this global piece to it. It's not just being an actor on the show, but also following the Great Commission and our call to bring people to Christ. Let's not talk about spoilers, but the Christmas special showed this beautiful reverence for the Blessed Mother. And the creator of the show and the actors and the production team with you, they're not all Catholic. What has that been like?
Yeah, Dallas Jenkins, the creator of the show, is an evangelical Protestant, and so me being Catholic, and then there being a host of other denominations and non-denominations and non-Christians working on the show, it's truly been an ecumenical effort that I think TV shows and even just workplaces could use as a guideline for how to kind of work and live and create a project truly in harmony. It's been quite an extraordinary feat.
And it's rumored that you share something with me, which is a devotion to the Divine Mercy. What inspired that?
Yes. I think the first time I ever played Jesus Christ was for the story about St. Faustina. About 6 months before I met Dallas Jenkins, and I met him initially 4 years before we ever started filming The Chosen. When I was he cast me in a short film to play Jesus for his church. His church's Good Friday service. And 6 months before I met him, I did 3 days of filming on a project about St. Faustina by St. Luke Productions, called Faustina, Messenger of Divine Mercy. And that was my a significant introduction to Saint Faustina. But my father has had a devotion since probably for about 30 plus years to Divine Mercy. But I only really started to understand and get interested in the concept of Divine Mercy when I actually did that project. And so from that point forward, I've been making it a regular part of my prayer life.
Talk about divinely inspired work. Well, that's beautiful, and we're grateful that you came to chat with us about this, and we wish you well in all your travels as you share the good news.
Thank you, Montse. God bless you, and Merry Christmas to everyone there.
Merry Christmas.